welcome back once again, folks, to the 6th edition of Berg's Heathen Day of Competition and Prizes. This one is Showdown in Stalingrad. That's right, we have a new format for you. We're always changing our format, as you know, and this time it's going to be an actual defense where the remains of our company are going to be defending against the ravages of a Russian onslaught. You see, the gimmick of today will be the fact that once our German defenders have died, they will be taken unto the assault, and they will join the Russian assault and begin to mow down and try to eliminate their German counterparts. As you know, the Berg's Heathen Day of Competition Prizes is centered around give the winning of prizes. As always, we'll have 3 winners. The last man standing on the German team will be will receive a $25 game on Steam. The second runner-up will win a $20 game, and the and the third place runner-up will win a $15 game on Steam. Alright, this is one of our most cherished traditions here. As you can see, the Germans are starting to get dug in here around what is the Rakovice Airport. The Flugplatz, one of the last remaining exit points for the trapped 6th Army in Stalingrad. This is the final point of defense for the German defenders. Our DM today, our Zeus, will be Unteroffizier Berner. Berner is a experienced DM, and his job today will be building upon the Russian assault and also limiting the movement of our German defenders outside the Flugplatz. Alright, today, as you can see, we have a host of Germans all on the same team, all beginning their defenses. Let's go down and see what some people are doing here.
They're just bottles, they're not actually usable.
As you can see, we can
There's no gear in here either.
actually hear them go in and actually hear what they're saying. We have already some inbuilt emplacements there. That's going to be a great boon to the defenders. Alright, see, we have some defenses there. Now, these are the disparate elements of Erste Company. Erste Company has fought across Stalingrad from Barricade all the way to the Deserinsky Tractor Factory. Every major battle they've taken part in, and today is their last stand in Stalingrad. As you can see, the DM is starting the countdown now. The defenders have 10 minutes to actually put in defenses, begin to actually ready themselves for the oncoming assault. Alright, you see we have a good number of people here. The different elements are moving out, and it looks like they're preparing their defenses. It will be very interesting to see how their defenses actually stand up to the ravages of a Russian assault, which could include a number of different elements. Could include everything from tanks and infantry to planes, anything that the normal Germans would have experienced on these final days of Stalingrad. And it's important to note that the actual leadership of the unit is off the field. They will actually be coming in as the starting Russians because, luckily for them, they got a one-way ticket out of Stalingrad on the last plane flying out. So now it is very simply just the remaining enlisted men here.
Hey, remember this place?
Of course, thank you to Brookman for putting together such an elaborate map. This is this is very well put together. It'll be interesting to see how the units actually work together here, what they actually plan to build, and how they end up coordinating. Without good coordination, we could actually end up with some friendly fire. That would certainly be a shame on today's events. All right.
That'd be nice.
The best position for you is going to be most.
Yeah.
Hey Hansen, did you know where is the group event?
This
Now,
building, right?
as you can see, the elements are definitely moving out. It appears that this building will be one of the main strongholds here. That's a good choice. It provides all-around defense. They're naturally protected by the ruins on one side. Could be a boon to their defenses. It will be very interesting to see how this works out for them.
case we get overrun.
This is a shit.
Depends on which side, like if they only come from
Oh,
here,
yeah.
we can just go top top top.
Alright, as you can see, Unteroffizier Vollmann, Neumann, and Weber are all in this building by themselves. A risky strategy, I believe, knowing the tenacity of the Russian defenders. Actually being out on your own could prove disastrous if you cannot link up with the greater firepower of the entire zoo.
No, but like if you die, then both you and me, both with ammo, don't die together.
Braun is out here ranging on his own, going up on the roof. Interesting strategy. May not be so interesting or healthy for him if there's actual planes involved today. We'll see what comes of this. Alright, the 10-minute prep time is slowly ticking away as it looks like for now the majority of Erste Company will be defending inside this building. Everyone seems to be coming back, reconverging on this building. I think that's wise. I don't think actually spreading themselves out, remaining as a combined unit, would probably be much healthier for the remaining Germans.
No, I don't think we do either.
Alright, as you can see, there is plenty of debris to go around. It would be interesting to see how Berner actually begins the assault. There are a number of ways that the Germans could take up defenses here. And who knows how that will actually go into their defenses. I am very surprised that there's no one actually... Well, okay, I can actually see how no one would want to be in this building. The windows are just too big, a little bit too unwieldy. Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
And then we got elements slowly moving out of the main long building there into these buildings here. Interesting strategy, interesting strategy. Alright, Huff on his own there. I think I heard some talk of actually using explosives. We've had a long list of tragedies with explosives.
I just want to fucking take this shit. No point in leaving it here.
Now, one point of this battle will be that medical supplies for our fighters will be severely limited to just 2 bandages per person. So, we will be severely restricted on our ability to help the wounded. So, it'll be interesting to see how that plays into today's fight. Alright. People still moving around. Not actually much building going on right now. I'm not seeing any. And there you have Zeus already limiting the room. I think he's pushing Hoffman back to...
Hey, Hof!
It seems like Hoffman has an idea for probably a good position there. That'd be an interesting position. Oh, yes, okay. Would not be a very interesting position if the actual tanks roll up. That's true. They're much better positioning if they're in the buildings. Again, time is slowly ticking down here. It would be very interesting to see how this assault goes.
There's one over there. Oh, I think it's time. I think
out the window.
Okay, fine.
Stop breaking.
When you wait, I'm gonna read out the message.
This is going to be certainly an interesting fight today.
And you go Russian, no means, no stupid tactics, fight as a unit.
Yeah, so we still have people moving around here.
That's what usually put it in German. But you can't say the vibe whatsoever. I will.
Alright. Now we have people moving. We see we have a far-ranging group of people. We see Neto and Hoffman out here on their own.
I'm gonna see if I can find
Huff is out here. Appears to be actually building some defenses. We're the only person building defenses right now. Interesting.
You great gods of Burner.
It's unanswerable.
If we use the Kubo as cover, we can probably actually like peek out the door.
Alright, once again you see the big long two-story building will probably be the there begins so the creeping barrages that are famous in the Russian army. So far, we could see possibly we're getting closer and closer to our attack here. The beginning of our attack.
Hello, Teddy Bear?
Hello? Yeah?
Ah, interesting. We actually have some radio communication
Yeah,
going on.
got to here, and
That's the burner there prepping for the assault, it looks like.
I'm leaving.
Alright. We seem to have a pretty interesting defense laid out right now. It'll be interesting to see how the Russians react.
Are we gonna go in this building? Or?
Yeah, pretty much, because the other buildings
Alright, we have what looks to be Reiter with his group there in that building. And we have some Russians on the field already. Alright, and so it begins. The first Russians are moving into position. And so it begins. Berg's Heathen Day of Competition and Prizes number 6 Showdown in Stalingrad. Alright, let's kick it off here. We have the defenses by the Russians and the defenses by the Germans, and the Russians are now assaulting. Alright. Staunch defense by the eastern side there. Riders group put down some heavy fire, took out the Russians. This is coming from all sides, as you can see. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here. Beck risking it out there in the Kuba, wide out in the open. But already some fire coming in. Alright, this
I don't fucking see him.
He's
northwest, just left of 0. Right behind that.
Huff is about to run directly into some.
It's dead end.
Interesting here. Alright, Egghart appears to be actually wounded in there. Still alive. Defenses have condensed down into this single square here. What remains of the Flugplatz, the airport here. Alright. The Russians to the west here are slowly making their way over. Let's go in and see what they're talking about.
Paradan, mit der verpissen wir uns praktisch dann. Even they can't come outside from the darkness, can they?
Scared the shit out of me, what the fuck?
Fine, you can mute your mic.
Going, please.
Alright, we see the Russians encroaching here. And you see we have the first tank on the field, piloted by Lieutenant Strauss. Interesting how that works out. It appears Beck and Eckhart trying to escape, trying to find a way out, it seems. Could they be the first people on Strauss' kill? Russians encroaching onto the main defensive building there. It will definitely be interesting to see where the defenses fall back to over time. My money is on this main long building here since it has good avenues for defense in all around areas there. It seems both the Hauptmann and Lieutenant are in a tank.
Got a Vandara.
Got same thing.
We're being pushed from the northwest, coming.
Landon, and
As you can see, Beck, Eckhart moving back to defensive positions. But the fence is holding strong at the moment, no encroachments. Huff risking it to move out, very interesting there, bold strategy. Now we see Neto and the group in the southwestern building actually putting some long-range fire down on the Russians coming from the west. As you can see, the Russians are actually massing here at the moment. Alright. Okay. The Russians are massing in the northeast corner here. A hard push from all this could actually leave a dent on the German defenses. Seems they're having some trouble getting around those buildings. Tricky navigation this time. And we have a tank. We have the first tank encroaching on the battlefield. It'll be interesting to see if Beck rolls out in front of this Su-85.
It's literally...
What?
There's an event in CK2.
Burner has elected to remove the tank, possibly too early for that kind of heavy equipment, though it would have been quite interesting to see Beck and Eckhart blown to smithereens. That would have been quite hilarious, I believe.
Got a Vandara.
Same thing.
North to the northwest.
Landon, and
Alright, some good, accurate MG fire coming from the bunker there, really holding down that corridor. Interesting, we have Russians actually moving in. Oh, and he's down. Russians massing for an assault here. Huff really taking chances here. But as you can see, most of the defenders are crowding into the northeastern side of this building. Alright. Well, it seems the first wave has really quieted down now.
Grenade out, Seko.
Alright, Schmidt with the nade there. Neumann out by himself. Neumann, I would not round that corner. We do have one dead here.
Got everything.
Russians
Good
very
nade
close.
by Neumann
They're
there.
starting to push towards the bunker coming.
Not as effective as it could be, but that assault definitely blunted. Excellent work there. Excellent job there with that swift defense. This is our first two-player Russians so far. The Hauptmann and the Lieutenant really pushing down. Take them quite a while to get down to enemy positions, but we'll see. Let's see what happens here. Neumann and Schmidt inspecting their handiwork.
Driving around everywhere.
Alright, the first wave down. Excellent job.
Yeah.
Right now, mainly bots fighting on the Russian resistance. This will be much more interesting when a few actual human players join the side and respawn as Russians. That will lead to a lot more casualties.
Yeah, this is all I can get from them.
Let's go.
Alright, Neumann, Schmidt doing what they can to resupply, collect ammo.
I was going to check on you.
Yeah.
No, those are friendlies up there, I think. Yeah, I see.
Alright. Defenses are really starting to become static now in these buildings. Alright. Things are slowing down now. The next wave could be incoming at any point. Two human players here.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, really shitty spot. Fuck. I mean, we could sprint across to the fucking suits with best.
Alright, as you can see, our players there strategizing on how best to approach German defenses.
I also might want to get those extra men.
A Russian plane coming in. What will that bring to the battlefield? As you can see, this opening. We actually have some machine gunners wasting fire on the plane. What are they thinking? Walled with a little fire there for the plane. Though the plane is smoking, perhaps some of the rounds actually found their target. The Hauptmann and the Lieutenant both moving now. Right now, if they were to head pretty much straight straight southeast, they could find an open point right to the bunker, depending on how they want to engage.
Oh, shit, yeah.
There are
Not.
Russians out there.
Okay,
no.
bet.
High-
I think you guys want to take a wheel off of your other cool and put it on this one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. 200
Hello?
Not yet.
Regoing his radar.
Perhaps a little friendly fire going on there.
There's more.
Hey, let me take a look at it.
Same direction? Oh, yeah.
In the middle.
Yep, they're firing on these Russians here in the building. Good eye by Junkerman there.
Yeah, they're coming from the building behind.
Alright, the Hauptmann and the Leutnant both moving down in this rubbled area here. Perhaps they'll get into the fight.
Inside of fucking buildings, yeah. Keep eyes out to our left and right as well, southeast.
As you can see, the defenses are still stagnant right now. Very static.
The most exposed position to
Be interesting to see how Zeus plays it from here. Right now, the Germans have not taken much in the way of casualties. We'll see how that changes going forward. Good shots by Recruit Wald there, really getting close.
And it's out of fuel. It's out of fuel anyway. Nice one.
You could run over and go pick up the Papa Shop, but I think someone already did it.
The one over there? Yeah, no, take that one.
Alright.
This dude's dead in the
Yeah, no,
building.
that was. No, come and grab that.
No,
That's
there's
why
one
he's-
dead in the building behind that dude, like directly behind him, and then there's another one to his right.
Well, I got
Players
an
just
MP40,
only
so I'm
AA.
not super.
Alright, the Hauptmann and the Leutnant getting ever closer here. It'll be interesting to see what path they actually take.
There's something to our southeast.
There's what on the ground?
The fortified tool? It's fortified tool.
Behind.
Alright, this appears that this is definitely a player, probably Zeus himself, actually engaging that.
The other side of the building.
Ooh, came very close there.
Keep firing.
Yes.
Look at what they did to that.
And he's down. Good shot there by the German. I tell you, as a way to waste, and he got it. Oh man, great shot by Recruit Wald there.
Got everything.
That's one
Can you tell
destroyed.
they cut our way? Beat it, come.
Yeah,
one
he's just
destroyed.
got to reload his kit.
Russian plane there. Shaika? I don't remember. Alright. Helmut Kepler, Lieutenant Strauss still moving ever closer. Alright, interesting to see how the Hauptmann and Kepler approaches this. Alright, and one lone trooper running. He's going.
What's that? Behind you, behind you, behind you!
Risky maneuver there.
Get your fucking... Yeah, get your fucking asses inside. Faster.
Yeah, we're
fucking
coming over
hell.
now. You see that hip fire shot there?
Alright, Lieutenant Strauss and the Kepler are now getting ever closer. There are not many bots on the field right now, but the Lieutenant and the Hauptmann are moving in ever closer. Interesting to see what the Lieutenant does here. If he can get a nade.
No.
Alright. Taking his time here. Alright, not going in there. Potentially get into this actual factory here. That's one more dead Russian there.
Close. Like that was 50 meters. Look north. Direct north from me. Whoever.
Yeah, I see. Kinda wanna get that Mosin, to be honest.
Alright, Strauss made it inside the factory. Alright, we'll see how he plays this. He should have been able to get right up on top of him here.
Gift card on Steam and then keep it until fucking Christmas.
Someone's down. I will not stand like that because fucking got nailed.
I know, I'm trying to fucking scout him.
Sharpshooter northwest.
Interesting, let's see what he does here. Must remain focused. Perhaps he can get a grenade through that window.
No, but I'm trying to fucking find him. There's no point in just going prone.
Keep popping.
Definitely see inside.
Just left.
Alright, second wave incoming.
Holy fucking shrapnel landed right there.
Alright, and now we're matching for another massive Russian assault.
Sharpshooter still low. Weber.
Don't worry,
I don't remember.
This is what he does here.
Left side, fucking
has a lot of options he can
northwest,
play
320.
If you can get a grenade through that window, perhaps.
That's 320.
There he goes, great nade.
I see him.
Another one.
Oh shit.
Great nade.
Multiple down. Blair and Spiegel got hit by something.
And
Let's see what the situation in here is. Multiple people
Oh,
down.
Seebeck's down too.
How the fuck
Weber.
did that hit me?
Excellent nade by the Lieutenant there. We're on our first casualties. Let's see if they remain up or if they die.
I'm starting to regret this building.
Fine.
The London moving around now.
Stand there.
I wish they had come back since Seaback's just gone right.
Alright. So again, another sharpshooter on top of the hill. Excellent positioning.
Bullet landed right.
The main assault coming from this direction.
He's on like the fucking...
Close.
Oh,
please tell me he's not dead. Please tell me.
No,
he's fine,
good.
he's fine.
He's fine, yeah, he's
Junkerman
fine.
is hit.
No,
I'm
fuck.
feeling
More
that
Russians,
force,
more Russians coming in ever closer.
What the fuck?
We are gonna get grenaded.
fucking...
Got a Vandora, we need a sun
And
in
just
really
fucking
bad.
focus up.
Okay, that's just straight
Oh,
out.
yeah.
We'll talk to Volman here now for some reason.
We got enemies
Moved
very,
out
very
into-
close, throwing
Probably
nades and
cleared
shit.
himself.
Stand up, we're walking there now. And
Yep, have fun.
Alright, Beck and Eckhart very foolishly walking out in the open. Interesting to see how these sharpshooters on the hill actually handles that.
Right there, one of my
One down.
Echo!
There goes the company level.
See the guy shooting at us from the
I
right?
think he's hit.
Yes!
Echo,
I'm awake, you idiot!
This is unfortunate at the moment here. All right.
Wait, we're
All right. As you can see, the defenses are still quite spread out now. That poor fellow seems to be stuck inside a rock. The Hauptmann and the Lieutenant still playing tag with the Germans there in the bunker. So the sharpshooters still on the top there, picking off people. Great positioning there. The Lieutenant really
Yeah,
pushing
right.
in.
Fucking everyone's down here, so... Oh, boys.
Using smoke to his advantage.
Oh shit, Seaback's down. Oh.
See if the Lieutenant can get
My
a
grenade.
grenade inside there.
oh my god, left.
We need to get out of this building. It's pretty
Yeah, let's. If we had a cube. Oh.
Close.
Yeah. Eckhart. Time to bounce. Then Eckhart.
Jesus.
Lieutenant avoiding fire. Ah, but he's down. Got two on his own.
Okay, no.
Excellent movement there by the Lieutenant.
Even more. Okay, shut up.
Everyone is unconscious or dead except
Okay,
me.
Seaback's is okay.
This
I'm
bunker is quickly becoming a death trap.
Move over to the buildings. Move over to the fucking building.
We're wising up. They're actually getting out of.
I need to give him epinephrine.
He's gonna die.
I'm gonna kill him.
Now the Hauptmann taking his opportunity.
Oh shit, I keep giving him more.
Can't fucking run. I don't have fucking normal limbs.
Okay,
Nade by the Hauptmann.
Someone carry Lair. Did he run away when I told him not to? He said not to run.
Another nade. Great nades by the Hauptmann. Ah, but taking down by enfilading fire.
What? To like the other boys. Okay.
Seabeck. All right, more and more people joining the Russian team.
Get back, follow me. They're shooting right.
This way.
Oh shit, the old goat died in while running across. Back, make it back.
Oh. No.
All right.
We must
The
stand
final.
defiant in adversity and move forward.
All right, lots of death inside that bunker there. Great job by the Russians. Staunch defense by the Germans, but was not able to hold down. And the last long building here, with of course these other elements in these two buildings here. We'll see how they play out. Alright, things are quieting down now. As that wave is over, soon enough we'll have the third wave. Lost a fair bit of people there. At least 5 Germans died in that wave alone. Good job on the Russian attackers. Alright, soon enough we'll see who is going to be the last group standing. So yeah, we have Russians moving forward.
Tell them to go into the room.
Eckhart,
go into the room, take the casualty into the room.
Eckhart, I'll patch you up. Stay still, Eckhart.
Hold on, shut up, Berg. Shut up, peasant. I'm an officer.
Alright. Putting down some of the final waves that should be very interesting to see. The next assault of Russians should be composed largely of human players. That would be an interesting change of pace. Alright. Things are picking up once again as the last remains of Wave 3. See, we have another wave spawning in now. Interesting to see how this plays out from this angle. Hopefully it's aimed at actually clearing a little bit of this building right here. This building in this direction. As an outlier, it should be fairly easy. Alright, wave number 3 is incoming.
Fine stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just whenever Eckhart gets.
The majority of fire coming from
You know what?
Lesser and Stas
fire.
here.
Let them come closer.
Yeah. It's AI as well, so.
Yeah, let them come closer.
That's enemy, yeah?
Yeah, it's
enemy.
Yeah.
Let them come closer, because this is too far.
Wondering how ammo reserves are going right now. A lot of MG firing, clicking away. I wonder how we're doing on MG ammo at the moment. Right now, no human players on the Russian side, possibly all going to come in on the next wave. Interesting to see which way they end up coming from. Somewhere in this general area would be a great start for the next human wave. Lots of good MG fire going on here, really keeping the Russians at arm's length. Let's take a moment and look into our locker room here, just to see Actually, they all just got teleported, and what did I say? Here they go. Going to be close in here.
I know where we are.
Alright, we have human Russians in. Right in the rear. Interesting to see how they approach this objective. Nobody seems to be paying attention to the rear at the moment. Really watching this. Will their voices give them away?
Shit, what was that?
Strauss with another kill.
Contact, Ost.
Oh, Braun with the kill of the Strauss.
Ah, Südost.
Südost, close.
Eggard once again out and about. Human players stalemated against this new contacts here. Braun very handy coming in with the side fire. Not a lot of great movement.
Building behind me, up top floor, outside. Yep.
Yep. Second floor.
Kill him.
Schneider going on the off. Schneider going on the offensive there. Schneider with the quick movement. Taking out the humans. Bowman on his own. Spiegel back up. Schneider down though. Schneider back up. Schneider is ragdolled. That was a brave move on his own, but he's still back up again. I do believe that's it for Schneider. Nope. Nope. I believe he's now done. Nope. He's back up. Took another shot of Schneider. Spiegel needs to get in there and help take Schneider. And Spiegel's down.
Wait, just don't remove the
Cornprop's finally got his MG clicking away over here. Alright. Alright, Schneider's down. Lots of death there. But his quick action did allow them to
Anyone have bandage? I need bandage.
take out the majority of the human players there. Good action. Alright. Bowman made his way up to the side of the building.
Northeast.
Interesting to see what he does here. Only way in, I believe, is on the only way in, I believe, is on the opposite side here. Will he risk it? No luck climbing in those windows. And he's in, and he's in. Which way? What he done? Second floor.
Zani zum ersten Group.
Woman on his own.
Sunny! Fuck you! Send
Down the
Sunny
stair.
Infantry! In the building!
And he's down.
Inside shit.
Took out Stoss.
Alright, Bowman on the first floor, the remainder on the second story.
You crazy bastard. Did you get him?
Bowman actually went down another floor there. Bowman finding it out.
What the
Suka.
But caught a grenade.
What the fuck was that?
And Bowman is good play by Bowman there. We still have these holdouts out here in this building. Interesting to see what will happen, what will come of them. I surmise that the next group will actually be aimed at taking them out. Alright, we're getting down here.
Okay. Normal heart rate, he's still alive.
Lots of medics working around, lots of medical attention going around right now.
The first thing you want to do.
Not a lot of
bandage his
medical
I'm
supplies.
bandaging his torso.
Already got it, already got it.
That was bad.
Grab the Russians shit.
George, 1, 4, and 2. You had
Alright, large group of... As you can see, we have a large group of Russian humans amassing. The next wave. This next wave, I predict, will have disastrous effects on the German defenders. So far, right now, Neto's group here in this house holding strong. Interesting to see what will become of them. Rice's group here with Riegelman, Kohler, and Finnett. Definite damage there. We'll see what becomes of them.
Yeah, have you seen Sun?
That can't use any stuff because he doesn't have permissions.
Yeah.
I took the soul of England just cause I was Protestant German, Prince whose English thank King George #1. I like to argue, now that's clear, especially
to
with
get through
my
Alpha.
father. When
Hold on.
Egghart's there. Let's see.
Listen to it's probably Zeus keeping on RDing us.
Anderson, I'm gonna pick you up, okay?
Yeah, just tie him up and bring him that way or something.
I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna bring you to my group because Schmeidel is fucked up and he needs medical treatment.
I'm a very magnanimous.
Schmidt, Eckhart, yeah, just leave Anderson then here with us and take the other guy.
What?
Take Anderson.
Okay.
Well, that's my little contribution there. And another group of player Russians are... Oh, but they're quickly being mowed down.
Bad position, boys. Run it out.
That was a really bad position.
Иди нахуй.
Fire coming in from Zeus there. If they could use the smoke to get up. Helpman making his way in, getting up to the building.
Yeah.
They're in.
Bro.
Stadler's about to have a bad wake up.
Out the dog, we're gonna have to out the dog.
Head on the floor, jump.
Follow. Oh shit.
Fine.
He's dead. He's dead.
Is this guy okay? Schmeidel, why you left Schmeidel?
Eckhart. He's up.
Good nade there by Stoss. Great nade, Stoss.
Schmeidel's dead.
Rückzug.
The Germans are retreating.
Holy shit, back! I'm away. Run back!
We're getting Brexit.
Eckhart, ragdoll, Klein, ragdoll.
Oh, no.
Hurrah!
Both down, both Junkerman and Eckhart down. Of course, Eckhart back up again. Man of Steel.
I'm alive. You will never kill me.
We need to surrender, Beck. Let's surrender. Nick Sheeson! Nick Sheeson!
No. Never.
Beck, we need to surrender,
Wait,
Beck.
we need
Beck,
to
come in
bandage.
this room.
We need to bandage. We're bleeding.
Okay, Beck, get. I'm gonna grab
Junkerman down. Got killed from
Holy shit,
behind.
Fuck. Oh my god.
No, we're staying here. Close the door. Close the door. Oh, we can't close the door.
Beck, come here.
I need
Schmidt
to
coming
man-
through.
Like, look at me, Eckhart.
Okay. Nick Sheeson! Nick Sheeson!
Eckhart giving up the ghost, trying to.
Nick Sheeson! Surrender! Oh my god, Beck's dead! No! Nick Sheeson! Holy shit, look at you! Here, let's surrender. If you surrender together, then we'll kill him.
Alright, that and almost the entire side of that building wiped out there with that Russian assault. Good job by the Russians. Beagle's still alive, he is. Only remaining Russians are Braun and
Oh shit!
Strauss.
Look at Braun, do you have any fucking ties? Oh shit! Oh shit! I was just gonna surrender, bro. This is
Lots of destruction there.
this is a good Geneva Convention. I surrender. Don't kill me, please. If you untie me, I'll heal you. I swear. I need to heal myself. I'm gonna die. I know Hitler's phone number.
Spiegel and Volker. Volker's a great wave there by the Russians. Still our two buildings over here holding strong at the moment. And Braun finally died.
Help me! Untie me! I'm gonna die. Untie me!
Oh, just need
All my stuff's in the other room.
There you go.
Hey.
Alright, great wave there. Defenses weakened a lot there. They lost this side of the building. That's going to let the Russians come in very strong from this direction.
Hey. I've been assigned to your group.
What happened here?
4 men remain there. This side of the compound still strong. To see where the next assault will take place at. Alright, plenty of eliminations so far. A lot of our defending Germans have joined the Russian team. All the blue skulls represent all of the Russians who have joined, and all of the red skulls represent the Russians who have died. As more Germans die, the more Russians will spawn and begin. I think we're on wave 5 now. Wave 5. This wave should prove to be quite deadly for the German. You see Volker still out there, still slowly coming up. But Neto's group here still holding strong, it appears. Taking a lot of good, taking all the direction. I'm interested to see where the Zeus puts the next assault. And again, we are at the last remaining airport in Stalingrad as the Germans slowly become overrun by the Russians. Neumann just pinged. Alright, next wave in. Coming straight at over here. Next group are getting right up to the building. More Russian.
We're dead. Let's go, comrades!
Swift. The Russians, I spoke too soon there. Only one remains.
Guys, there's a charge in here.
Oh my god, you fucking dumbass. I saw him walk in the room as I killed him.
Hey, I'm taking this MG, I don't give a shit.
And that's Hoffman. Great movement there. Quick, decisive action by the Russians. Eliminated that defensive point. Shockingly, monstrously quick. Alright, the next.
Shut the fuck up!
He's on the balcony of this building.
Alright. Russians are assaulting the Germans here. Polar standing a little too close. And hit as well. But he's still alive, so is Seaback.
I think they're both dead.
Stabbed.
If Kohler comes back on. And he's towed. And that's another defensive position down. We're getting close here, folks. Remaining Russians are all holed up in one building. Alpha on his own. Using plenty of MG ammo to go around. Alright. Strauss on his own. Flanking maneuver going on over there. Kornbrom's Heinrich Anderson, Eckhart, Neumann, Geyer, Wald, and what appears to be Halfa Riegelman. Alpha out on his own there. Russians now in a decided defensive position. Alright, Kepler down. Trying to go out that door.
Holy shit, I'm awake. What's my blood pressure? Am I crippled? No, I don't know if I'm crippled.
Where are you?
Alright. I was coming into a bit of a stalemate between the remaining Russians and the remaining Germans.
Yeah, if you give me 1,000, that 500.
Next way, another wave of AI Russians coming in for Half. Alright, Alpha. Eckhart is down. Alpha is... All that remains now is the remaining Germans here in this portion of the building. Well, Strauss has made it a wide flank, and he's down. Almost. Almost made it on a good flank there. Spiegel and Junkermann going around here. Schmeidel, last one left in that building by himself. Lots of
We're heading over west. We can't watch out, they're all outside of our house.
Well, it sounds like the Germans here are strategizing some way to withdraw. Unknowingly, they are surrounded at the moment.
What is that heavy?
Riegelman down. All that remains is Wald, Geyer, Anderson, Kornprops, and Neumann.
Just keep him from going closer.
Wir kommen da nicht raus. Du meinst Ost? Ja, go east, go east.
Geyer on the move. If the remaining Russian Germans are going to try and flee to the east. Into what looks like the debris fields that could be a risky strategy for them or could pay off.
Hier raus.
Kornprops on his own running out.
Wir müssen weg hier.
Hier durch?
Dann gehen wir nach.
Wald, Anderson, and Neumann, last three remaining in the original building. Kornprops out on his own here. Let's see what the DM does about that.
Weiter links, weiter links.
One's down, one's down. I heard someone moving down.
Those damn Russians crawling under the floorboard.
Bandagier mich. Ja, wir müssen eben nur warten, bis die Leute da sterben und dann, was kriegt ihr?
Little actual German Sprechen going on there.
Wir teilen uns 20 untereinander.
Ryan Junkerman, Neumann, Anderson, and Wald still remaining. Earhart is actually still up as well. I don't know, I actually think he just came in through the spawn on accident. Alright, next wave of Russians in. Alright, the Russians pushing in there. Alright, Kornprops, Heinrich and Guy are still there in there.
Where's the Ura charge, lads?
Wohin denn?
Kornprops is on the floor. Neumann is down. Anderson, Wald, only two remaining.
That's bad. Brexit. Next, top of door.
Weiß ja welcher. Die schießen von drüben auf.
Schmidt gonna come in. Wald still up on his own. Anderson still up on his own. Wald down. Anderson third. Heinrich down.
Grenade, grenade.
Anderson, is Anderson down or is he still up?
I believe he spawned as well if he's
In hiding. Geyer down, Heinrich's still up, Geyer's down. Anderson is up.
Not sure either. Let's just fucking go down and find out.
Clever Anderson, very good usage of
this one.
Yeah. Take grenade, grenade.
Anderson using a door to his advantage.
You okay?
Hiding amongst his broom closet here.
Yeah. Egghart, you little fucking bitch!
Anderson defending himself.
This is clear.
Muted.
Anderson still up. Somehow this door is stronger than the Fuhrer bunker.
Up till Kadia.
Yeah.
Hey, Egghart's in this fucking little door. He's literally in right here. Right in this fucking door. It
Fuck
can't
you
open.
if you shoot me. Fuck you.
Oh, it's not Eckhart.
Go ahead.
He's right in here. He's a little fucking scum.
Nah, I'm not a scum, dude.
Alright folks, and that is it with the death of Anderson. That brings to a close the 6th annual Berg's Heathen Day of Competition and Prizes. As you hear the Russian celebratory fire, they have fully captured Stalingrad, and the final German defenders have been knocked down, once again ending the German 6th Army. Now, the winners for today are Schmidt. The number 3rd place would be Heinrich. The 2nd place winner is Gerhard, and the 3rd place winner is Anderson, who died in his broom closet. Congratulations to everyone who played today. It was good, another chance for us to close out this campaign with just an amazing final battle close. Excellent, good job to our German defenders, excellent job to our Russian attackers. Once again, thank you for watching today's, the 6th annual Berg's Heathen Day of Competition and Prizes. Showdown in Stalingrad, and I hope you have a happy holidays, and go fuck yourself.